Here I am again, and honestly I don't know how to start this video because of this long period time. A lot of things have accumulated. I disappeared from YouTube for more than a year and a half. On Instagram somewhere the same story, but on Instagram I post photos every 2 months and then the photos were far from new. So what actually happened and why this video can be shocking for you and emotional for me. Also, everyone reacts differently to this. I'm personally a realist and look such things fairly calmly. First thing I want to tell is I was ill for a very long time and have been ill with epistaxis since I was 5 or 7 years old. 2 years ago I thought that I recovered from this when I had a certain operation, but after which it turned out to be a lie. When one night I almost choked on my own blood and almost died. It is so serious that I couldn't even eat, drink, walk and even breathe. Little wrong movement and I was bleeding. When I sat down to eat, my whole plate of food immediately became blood clots. When I sat down to do my homework, all my notebooks and textbooks were red. When I went out to the streets, could immediately lose consciousness. And when my parents drove me in the car, it was a task at all, because every bump on the road led me to heavy bleeding. This whole situation lasted from late August to early October. Then I lost more than 13 kilograms. I didn't go to school because all my life I was on homeschooling. But one day my curator called me and said come to school in a week since I had to go for a physical examination together with my school class to the hospital. I went to the first doctor to whom I spoke about my problem, and he said that I need urgently check my heart. That day I came home to my parents and told them that I needed to examine my heart in the hospital, to which they told me that I'm pretending and I was selfish and left me under house arrest. They took all my video equipment from me, my phone, my computer, and I stayed in my room for a week. I had only medicines that I bought after visiting the doctor and I became better, but not for long, because I couldn't eat anything and blood clots came out of my mouth. After which my parents talked with me and wanted to send me to centers where people have anorexia problems, heart problems and cancer, from which I agreed and refused at the same time. I fought for a long time and was treated where possible. These were difficult times, but I never complaining about my problems and never said that everything is fine, and at the same time never about anything regretted. I always thought about the real, as not what could happen or what happened. After certain rehabilitation I felt better, and at those time I wanna shoot a video and continue to work as a model. But in May I started to eat and my parents bought rolls and sushi that ate everything and I felt sick. I went into my room, felt very sick, started bleeding from my nose and I fainted. At 3 a.m. my mother came to me and called the doctor on the next day. I did droppers for 2 weeks in a row. I vomited all week and every day it got worse and worse. Next week me and my mom arrived to the hospital and they invited me there for 2 weeks. The doctors didn't could determine what my diagnosis is, and at the end from the discharge from the hospital they said that I have third form of salmonella. On the eve of this 2 weeks I managed to die twice and be in a clinic coma. Doctors said that recovery would be from 8 months and even up to a year. I can say one thing: I have not yet recovered. During the hospital and after the hospital I lose 7 kilograms, and in the summer I gained 5 kilograms. And in the summer I traveled a lot and was under huge impressions. I wanted to shoot a video and tried to do it in the summer, but I wanted to enjoy my life a little bit and live with patience for pain every day. I want to say a few important words about myself. No matter how hard it was for me, no matter how many times I have died and returned to life, I will always be a strong and wanting life girl who will never give herself up and never upset herself, and will do everything possible in power to live.